North Koreans are abducted at birth, so they don't know the concept of freedom or human rights. They don't know that they are slaves.
The Democratic People's Republic of Korea stands as a captivating enigma on the world stage. With its secretive regime, unique political ideology, and isolated nature, North Korea has drawn global attention and sparked a myriad of questions. In this exploration, we delve into 10 weird and intriguing aspects that are distinctly North Korean, shedding light on the idiosyncrasies that make this nation unlike any other. 1. Juche Tower Elevator Buttons. The Juche Tower, located in Pyongyang, is a monument dedicated to the ideology of Juche, which is the official state ideology of North Korea. Juche emphasizes self-reliance, independence, and the central role of the individual in shaping the destiny of the nation. The tower is a prominent symbol of this ideology. Regarding the elevator buttons in the Juche Tower, there is a unique feature that has been reported by some visitors. The elevator supposedly has only two options. It can either take you to the top floor for panoramic views of Pyongyang, or it skips the top floor altogether. This design is believed to prevent visitors from observing the lack of lights in residential areas at night, presenting a controlled and curated image of the city. 2. Mandatory Kim Il-sung and Kim Jong-il portraits. In North Korea, it is a long-standing tradition and a mandatory requirement for citizens to display portraits of the country's leaders, specifically Kim Il-sung and Kim Jong-il, in their homes. Kim Il-sung was the founder of North Korea and served as its leader from its establishment in 1948 until his death in 1994. Kim Jong-il, his son, succeeded him and ruled until his death in 2011. The display of these portraits is not merely a personal choice, but rather a strict adherence to state regulations. Failing to exhibit the portraits of these leaders can lead to serious consequences, as it is considered a sign of disrespect and disloyalty to the regime. The practice is symbolic of the regime's emphasis on loyalty to the ruling family and the ideological principles they represent, reinforcing the cult of personality surrounding the Kim dynasty in North Korea. 3. Government-approved hairstyles. In North Korea, the government has imposed strict regulations on hairstyles for its citizens. The authorities have issued a list of government-approved hairstyles that individuals are allowed to choose from. These guidelines dictate the acceptable length, style, and color of hair for both men and women. The intention behind this control is to promote conformity and prevent any deviation from the officially sanctioned aesthetic. For men, the approved hairstyles often include relatively short and conservative options, with restrictions on more modern or unconventional styles. Women also face limitations, typically being encouraged to maintain hairstyles that are perceived as modest and in line with traditional norms. These regulations on personal appearance reflect the North Korean government's broader efforts to enforce conformity, control individual expression, and maintain a particular image of societal values as dictated by the regime. Deviating from the prescribed hairstyles can lead to repercussions, as it may be considered a form of disobedience or an act of dissent against the state. 4. Traffic wardens in empty intersections. In Pyongyang, the capital city of North Korea, it has been reported that traffic wardens are sometimes seen directing non-existent traffic in empty intersections. This unusual practice is believed to be a part of the regime's efforts to project an image of order, discipline, and normalcy, even in situations where there is no real need for traffic control. The presence of traffic wardens in empty intersections serves a propaganda purpose, creating an illusion of a bustling and well-managed city. This practice is one of the many ways in which the North Korean government seeks to control the narrative and shape the perception of both its citizens and potential outside observers. The staged nature of these scenarios highlights the extent to which the North Korean regime goes to maintain a carefully crafted image, both domestically and internationally. It emphasizes the importance of symbolism and the portrayal of an idealized society under the leadership of the ruling regime. 5. Mass game spectacles. Mass game spectacles refer to large-scale performances and events held in North Korea, particularly in Pyongyang. These events are known for their grandiosity, meticulous choreography, and the mass participation of thousands of performers, creating a visually stunning and highly synchronized spectacle. The term mass games is often used interchangeably with these events. These spectacles are typically held in honor of important national holidays, anniversaries, or political events, and they serve as a means of promoting the ideology and propaganda of the North Korean government. The performances involve intricate formations, card displays, and artistic expressions that convey messages related to the state's history, achievements, and political ideals. Themes often center around loyalty to the ruling Kim dynasty, patriotism, and the country's quest for self-reliance. One of the notable mass games events is the Arirang Festival, which has been held periodically in North Korea. The festival involves large numbers of participants, often students and other members of mass organizations, who participate in these highly choreographed performances. The Arirang Festival has gained international attention for its scale, precision, and the ideological messages it conveys. 6. Strictly controlled media. In North Korea, the media is tightly controlled and strictly regulated by the government. The state maintains a monopoly over information dissemination, ensuring that all forms of media, including newspapers, television, radio, and the internet, adhere to the official narrative and ideology of the ruling regime. All major media outlets in North Korea are state-owned, and their content is subject to strict censorship. The government tightly controls what information is allowed to be disseminated, suppressing any content that deviates from the approved narrative. The media in North Korea serves as a powerful tool for propagating the ideologies of the ruling Kim dynasty, promoting loyalty to the state, and reinforcing the Jewish ideology, self-reliance. News, articles, and broadcasts often highlight the achievements of the leaders and portray an idealized image of North Korean society. Access to foreign media is severely restricted. Foreign newspapers, magazines, and television broadcasts are not readily available to the general population. The government aims to control the flow of information from outside sources to prevent exposure to alternative perspectives. Journalists and media professionals are tightly controlled by the government. They are expected to strictly adhere to the prescribed narratives, and any deviation can lead to severe consequences, including imprisonment or punishment for both the journalist and their family. The strict control over media is a crucial aspect of the North Korean government's efforts to shape public opinion, maintain social control, and suppress dissent. It plays a central role in reinforcing the regime's authority and perpetuating its desired narrative. 7. Government-issued anti-smoking cigarettes. North Korea has reportedly introduced government-issued anti-smoking cigarettes as part of its efforts to address the health concerns associated with smoking. These cigarettes are claimed to contain additives such as ginseng and other medicinal herbs, purportedly providing health benefits to smokers. The introduction of these anti-smoking cigarettes is in line with the North Korean government's broader agenda to control and regulate various aspects of its citizens' lives, including their health-related behaviors. By offering cigarettes with supposed health-enhancing properties, the government aims to mitigate the negative health effects of smoking while still allowing individuals to engage in the habit. 8. Ryugyong Hotel's unfinished exterior. The Ryugyong Hotel is a large and distinctive pyramid-shaped building located in Pyongyang, the capital of North Korea. Construction of the hotel began in 1987, with the original intent of creating an imposing structure that would symbolize the country's modernity and economic prowess. The building was planned to house hotels, offices, and other facilities. However, due to various challenges, including economic difficulties and construction issues, the Ryugyong Hotel's exterior was left unfinished for many years. The hotel became a symbol of the country's economic struggles and the limitations of its centrally planned economy. For a substantial period, the hotel was a concrete shell without windows or interior furnishings. Over the years, there have been attempts to complete the Ryugyong Hotel. Construction resumed in the 2000s, and by 2011, glass panels were added to the exterior. The status of the hotel's interior and its operational status remained unclear. 9. Deep underground stations in Pyongyang Metro. The Pyongyang Metro, North Korea's subway system, is known for its deep underground stations, which also serve the dual purpose of functioning as bomb shelters. The metro system itself was inaugurated in 1973 and is one of the deepest metro systems in the world. The depth of the stations adds an extra layer of protection against potential military threats or other emergencies. The idea of designing the metro stations to function as bomb shelters reflects the government's emphasis on preparedness for various contingencies. In the event of an attack or emergency, the deep underground stations would provide a refuge for citizens. The stations are equipped with facilities to accommodate people during extended periods, including seating, basic amenities, and ventilation systems. While the deep underground nature of the Pyongyang metro station serves a practical purpose, it is also symbolic of the regime's focus on national security and the need to be prepared for external threats. The metro system, with its deep stations, represents a combination of transportation infrastructure and civil defense measures in the context of North Korea's unique political and security environment. 10. Anti-American propaganda villages. The term anti-American propaganda villages refers to specific villages located along the border between North and South Korea, which are known for their overt display of anti-American propaganda. These villages are situated within the Demilitarized Zone, DMZ, a heavily fortified buffer zone that separates the two Koreas. These villages are part of a propaganda strategy employed by North Korea to convey anti-American sentiments and reinforce the regime's narrative to its citizens. The villages often feature large propaganda posters, monuments, and loudspeakers that broadcast messages denouncing the United States and South Korea, promoting North Korean ideology, and portraying an antagonistic view of the outside world. One notable example is Kijongdong, often referred to as the Peace Village or Propaganda Village. Kijongdong is a village in North Korea, and from the South Korean side of the DMZ, it appears to be a model town with modern buildings and infrastructure. However, it is widely believed that the village is uninhabited, and the structures are mere facades designed to present an image of prosperity to observers from the South. If you found this exploration intriguing, don't forget to like and subscribe for more deep dives into the fascinating and lesser-known aspects of our world.